With this week's news all wrapped up, let's have a look on Twitter to see what has stood out this week. We start off with another example of Graph Protocol being put to use by making possible a tool meant to improve user experience. Creator FrolicF found the ENS domains site to be somewhat slow, so he set out to create a tool to easily search for ETH registrations, as well as provide inspiration by listening to recently registered ENS domains. Originally working with the contract directly, he found that by using the official ENS subgraph via the graph, speed and efficiency increased. Another great example of the power subgraphs can provide developers. Moving on, Twitter user Cryptoholic posted this article written in the Daily Huddle online news site. He shares his excitement for having invested in the graph and suggests people in the future will regret not having gotten on board the Graph project early on. The linked article highlights recent activity by a large Ethereum Whale who made another large acquisition of GRT tokens, bringing the Graph into one of their top altcoin holdings at number 9, totaling about 32 million GRT tokens. Such a bold move by a big player in the crypto space indicates support for the Graph project and its goals. This is certainly a welcome story to see, and Cryptoholic wisely shares this exciting view of the future with the rest of the community. There are many other tweets that we see and appreciate here at Graphtronauts. Tag us in your tweets so we can see as many as we can every week. Let me pass you over to CM for the latest data sets and statistics.
Thank you, Cynthia. Merry Christmas to you and the rest of the GRT community. Here are the data sets from this week. The active delegate count has increased by 83 delegators, bringing a total to 8,295, all delegating to an indexer and playing their role in securing the network. In the last 7 days, the GRT holder count has increased by 556 wallets. This brings a total of active holders to 89,549. The amount of subgraphs that are deployed on the main net now stands at 296, an increase of 2 subgraphs from the previous week. The amount of curators, all signaling subgraphs, is 2,355. This is showing an increase of 12 curators than last week. Back to you, Cynthia, for the rest of the news.
In the community this week, our friend at GRTIQ welcomes Sam Green onto the podcast. Sam is the co-founder and CTO of Semiotic. Let's listen to a quick snippet of the podcast episode.
I see so much competence and passion in the people and teams involved in the graph. I think that we're going to see this protocol be everywhere in Web3.
During the podcast, Sam shares his insights into Semiotic's world-class expertise in artificial intelligence and cryptography. The topics and insights shared by Sam are illuminating not only for the future of the graph and Web3, but to frontiers of technological innovation the Graph Protocol is exploring. Scan the QR code on the screen to listen to this episode featuring Sam and also catch up on previous episodes, which are available on multiple platforms. Come and join the Graphtronauts community. Scan the QR codes to get the Telegram, Twitter, and YouTube accounts. The contents of this production do not constitute as tax, legal, or investment advice. Take responsibility for your own decisions, consult the proper professionals, and do your own research. At the time of production, stats and data were correct. The stats and data are subject to change. See you next week, GRT fam. Have a great week.